Let's pull up right now with the former Phillies great Ryan Howard. Ryan, happy holidays, Fran Charles, Tom Verducci. So you're in Atlanta. Explain to us what the Players Alliance Tour has going on in Atlanta and why you felt it was so important to be involved.
Well, first off, happy holidays to you guys as well. With the Players Alliance, yesterday we were out doing the same thing, man, just trying to spread some cheer, trying to spread some goodwill, being able to help these families, providing food with the pull-up neighbor, as well as some equipment to some of those families that were in need. And, man, it was great. I mean, we had so many different guys come out and volunteer. We had local, baseball teams come out and volunteer. The turnout was amazing yesterday.
Hey, Ryan, you were always active in the community as a player. First of all, I can't believe that your last season was 2016. It seemed like he was playing last year, right? But what's it like for you to be a part of remaining active in the community now that you don't have that automatic entry as an active player, staying involved post-career?
Yeah, I mean, that's always been something that's been big to me. The teams that I played on, with Chase and Jimmy and all those guys, we were always very active in the community. And just because the uniform isn't on, that doesn't mean that it has to stop. I mean, there's always going to be people that are in need, these kids, trying to help better their lives and better their opportunities. As the bit before with Mookie said, it's giving them the opportunity to try to go out and better themselves and better their lives. So, you don't have to be on the field to be able to do that.
Let's talk specifically about baseball. I know you guys are doing things that are much broader than baseball, but look, man, the game has changed. I mean, you live in Atlanta. When we're talking about, kids playing, it's no longer about playing Little League. It's about travel. It's about club. It's about traveling all over the country to play in these teams. And a lot of kids in these impoverished areas, they don't have the resources to spend the money on the bats, the bags, the balls, the gloves. How important is it that you guys have come together and are trying to at least provide guys with equipment, resources, because we're losing some really great athletes in this game?
No, it's exactly what you said. I mean, this game is expensive, man. It's a completely different game than when I was a kid. Like you said, the values of these leagues have kind of fallen off to all the different showcases. And obviously being here in Atlanta, this is one of the places where you got, East Cobb out here, which is a storied league. And then you've got, the perfect game type showcases and all that. But, for some of these areas and for some of these kids, they don't have that opportunity. They don't even have the equipment to try to get that opportunity. So when we can provide that to them, it's trying to help put them a step in the right direction and just give them that opportunity to try to go out there and give them a fighting chance to go out and play.
Fran, I used to love to watch this guy hit. I mean, there was nobody who could take a fastball and just flip it out the other way to left field like it was nothing. But I'll tell you what, Ryan, I love to watch you take BP. It was not like nothing I saw. He would put this heavy weight on his bat. I mean, I never saw anybody do this and take BP. Let me look at the size of this thing. So when you talk about young kids, I don't know if you would encourage a young kid to take up this drill, but you would do this every day. Where did that come from? What did it do for you, Ryan?
You know what? That came from watching one of the greats, Edgar Martinez. I used to watch him growing up, and I always watched him take batting practice with the donut. I said, you know what? Let me see how that feels. And for me, it always allowed me to kind of slow myself down and treat batting practice just that. Batting practice where a lot of guys will get out and they'll hit homers. I was trying to groove my swing, and by putting the donut on the bat, it allowed me to feel where the head of my bat was at all times, to where if I'm making the right move, it's really the bat becomes kind of weightless. And so otherwise, if I made the wrong move, you can feel where the bat gets heavy with the weight on it.
Who impresses you? Who do you like to watch today when you watch baseball?
Ooh, man. Who doesn't? I mean, Mookie is always somebody that, after watching the playoffs this offseason, I mean, Mookie did it on all different facets. I mean, he did it offensively. He did it defensively. He did it with his legs. I think Tatis Jr. right now is coming into his own. Trout is always going to be a guy that you're going to watch and you're going to just sit back and just say, what this guy's doing is completely unbelievable. But Those are some of the guys, and I got to give it up for my man Freddie Freeman as well. One of the guys I think that's really kind of underrated in the game a lot of the time. I mean, he just goes about his business. He does what he does, and just posts up every year, puts up numbers, and he's out on the field. So, those are some of the guys I like to watch go out there and do their thing.
And one more from me, Ryan, and Tom touched on it. You've always obviously been involved in the community, but what's it like now to kind of be involved in this this fraternity, this alliance with current and former players, guys you've known for years, but together, collectively using your platform to talk about some issues that, quite frankly, can be very uncomfortable at times. But with the events that we saw over the summer with the death of George Floyd, people will become more vocal and are taking advantage of using their platform. What's that been like for you, and has that been a different experience than what you've been used to in the past?
Yeah, I mean, I think first off, being a part of the fraternity, it's something that's always great. It's always amazing. I mean, obviously, the trek, the road that you had to take to get there, that all the guys that have been a part of it and guys that are going through it now, you know what they've gone through, and looking at having the platforms to be able to talk about what's going on this year. It's important. I think it's important. To me, I don't necessarily look at it as it's a political type of situation. I look at it as a right and wrong type situation. And I think that there needs to be these conversations. They're tough conversations, but they're conversations that should be had in hopes of people that want to understand. I mean, you're not going to be able to change everybody's mind, but those that are willing and wanting to listen, hey, you have those conversations.
Very well said. Always great to spend some time with you. Love what you're doing, Ryan. Happy holidays, man, and best of luck in 2021.
Hey, appreciate it, guys. Happy holidays. Best of luck back at you in 2021. I'll see you guys soon.